So, you good? All right. So basically, thank you guys for having me here today. Appreciate the time. Talk to Sky. Previous to this meeting, I had met with Susan, your general manager, and we kind of gone over some high-level objectives that you guys had, and we talked through some of your fire points around metrics, those kind of things. So what today's really going to be, the first probably 10 minutes are really going to just be a high-level overview of what we talked about. And then we're also going to go through a little bit of kind of the catalysts that surround why customers look at using a subscription billing, or an RBM as we like to call it, an RBM platform, so Relationship Business Management. I don't know if you guys have heard that term before or not. But to start off with, you can't really have catalysts around it without actually having a catalyst. That's probably fairly important. So the number one thing is catalyst. So at Zuora, we identify 3 different catalysts. The first one being the launch, the second being pivot, and the third being a scale. Now we traditionally see companies reach these 3 different catalysts within different times in their life cycle. Right now, with your guys' offering, you're really at the scale point. So what that is your product offering is mature enough where you have the possibility of garnering more customers, but it's going to be hard for you to handle those customers on existing systems. So the second point that's going to be pretty important is complexity. And now, for complexity, that's where we're going to have the vast majority of our questions, right? So complexity is really built up of a few different things, but when I reference back to my conversation with Susan, she really brought up her most complex use case is freemium, $10 a month, and $20 a month, and that's for your flagship product, Sky TV. And that took IT 9 months to build out internally. So that's just for your first iteration, right? And a lot of times, what we see is companies bringing out a bifurcated strategy. It's a big word. I don't know if any of you know it, but yeah. So we have a bifurcated strategy here. So the first strategy is simple. And what we see a lot of times with simple is that it's a first statement kind of thing.